Can talk about some shoes, some socks, some gaiters. The Kailas Fuga X Pro Mountain. There it is. There's a couple things that we're going to go through. The first is going to be the OEM gaiters. So they come, with the shoe. Well, you have to pay like $35 extra. They are made to fit to the shoe. The shoe has, obviously, you attach a gaiter down at your lowest lace, but it also has side attachments, which is really nice. There's one here and one here, and there's a back hook. Now, problem with the OEM gaiters is that even though they attach really well and they sit on the shoe really well, they are horrific quality, as you can see. This was the last time, or it's the first time I wore these shoes actually. The trail was not even super technical. I didn't catch ankle or anything like that. Like usually if I catch my ankle, I'll know, because I'll be like, ooh, I just skidded a sharp rock right into my ankle bone and that didn't feel good. Nope, none of that. I think this was just bushes and debris that just tore it completely to shreds after one use, one run, nothing crazy. So that's pretty disappointing. Now, the shoe itself is pretty sweet. I'd say this is probably my favorite shoe right now, actually. Is it the shoe I'm gonna wear for my race? Probably not, but I like this shoe a lot. And now why would I not wear it for my race? I wouldn't wear it for my race because this is not super cushy. I would say it's an all-day shoe. It's not a multi-day shoe, and that's, I'm running 209 miles. You need a multi-day shoe. If you watch the On Cloud Ultra Pro review, that's super cushy. It's kind of just a cruiser. It's maybe not the best for technical, but that's going to be a multi-day 209-mile shoe, whereas this is going to be a kind of daily training ripper. This thing is absolutely nuts. Every time I've worn it, I have completely just loved the experience. You see, with this shoe, it is getting beat up around here. It's getting chewed up by rocks, but it's not like delaminating. It's not actually coming off of the upper itself, right? It's staying put, it's staying glued. There's no delamination. So even though it is really taking a beating, it's actually taking the beating. It's not falling apart after what, a good 60 or so rough trail miles now. So it's got the Vibram Mega Grip light base on the bottom with, I think these are 3 or 4 millimeter lugs, as well as, I can't remember what they're called, but they have these little kind of extra texture spots that just helps with the grip. And I find this grip to be unbelievably amazing. I actually have gotten to run a decent amount through some wet spots with it. Had no issue gripping rocks when it's wet. Had no issue gripping rocks when it's dry. This has been absolutely fantastic for grip. Definitely my favorite grip on a trail shoe. I would say, on the whole, the Vibram Mega Grip light base is my favorite grip. And I think shoes probably, I don't want to say they should stop trying, but from a competition standpoint, they got a lot of work to do to catch up, because this is like, you can trust this. It's super sticky. The durability is pretty solid, and you can fly and trust it. Now, this shoe has a Y style carbon plate in it. So what does that mean? It means that there's a plate down the middle about here, right? And then it Y's out kind of like so up here. So you still have some torsion that you're gonna get, which is really important for trail running, but there's also a good amount of springiness. That just bounces back pretty immediately. And so I find, one of my favorite things about the shoes is you'll be, hitting a technical section, and it'll have some down, and then there'll be a quick direction change where you're going back up, and that immediately change in momentum where you have to just push off hard and kind of start, climbing. This is amazing at that. The responsiveness, the Y style carbon plate, I think that works really well. Now, why it's good that it's not a full carbon plate is because full carbon plates don't allow for this style of torsion that I just spoke about, and it's going to result in you ripping your ankle in half on a trail. That's the advantage of the Y style carbon plate. I don't really find myself bottoming out on it. There are times where you're running and maybe you catch, because this has traction everywhere. It has traction on the side, traction on the back, traction on the front. So you can really catch yourself anywhere, and you know, you'll catch maybe just right here, and you can kind of feel it push into you a little bit, but it's nothing that I would call like a deterrent or that's really beating me up too much. Now, as for the foam, I believe it's a super critical TPU, and I like this foam a lot. I think it's pretty solid. I like the upper a lot. It's kind of just this mesh style in here. Let me stick my hand in so you can see. So it's kind of see-through. Keeps your feet nice and cool, you know, overheat on it, but it is super durable. I've caught a decent amount of rocks. I've actually stabbed myself in the foot with my pole as well, which has a carbide tip. No damage to the upper whatsoever. The toe protection is really solid. The reflectors, always nice to have. The fit on it I find pretty good, but you have to remember that I have really long, narrow, weird feet. So I find the fit for the upper to be really nice. That being said, I think if you had a wide foot, I don't think this would be the best for you. I mean, the whole thing kind of just feels like a rectangle. Like it just doesn't, the toe box doesn't get particularly wide, and for me that's no problem. But like I said, if you had a wide foot, I can't think that this is going to be a good fit. Now they have this dual zone quick lacing, so I actually like this a lot, right? And so I do really enjoy that this is one solid lacing system, but it has like a built-in quick release to give yourself 2 zones, right? So it still has that level of being able to even itself out, being able to kind of play throughout the entire upper, but you can set like a certain amount in your toe box to let your toes splay. And I think that that is pretty beneficial. Use cases, I think this is going to be probably under 12 hours, or you want to really rip on the trails. Like you're gonna be sending it. That's what I think that this shoe is for. It's not for the easy miles necessarily. It's not for the fun miles necessarily. This is for the just hard, fast, and long, but not ungodly long. So, tough sell. This is a $300 shoe. Now, is that worth it? Personally, I think it's worth it. I think for technical trails, this is very easily the best combination of comfort, ability, and fun that I have experienced. You know, if you're looking to buy one pair of trail shoes and that's your only pair of trail shoes, maybe not, right? Now the setup here, we got the gaiter, pull that up, right? And then this is the lace pocket. Pull all your laces out of there. The quick release right here, you pull up on that, bam, off the hook, and the whole thing just comes off nice and easy. Now today, I was also trying these Creepers socks. Rob gave me a pair. I know my coach is sponsored by them, so I really just wanted to see kind of what's up about it. I really liked the toe splay. I actually felt like this could help me grip the ground better. And like that being said, the material was not necessarily my favorite. I think I got a blister on, definitely got a blister on the back of the heel there. I'm gonna look on their website and see if maybe they have something that is a little bit more of a sporty fabric. I usually wear like the CEP compression socks, and I love the fabric on those. If these were like knee high with some compression around your calves and like a much more sporty fabric other than something that's kind of like as thick as this, I think we'd be in good shape. I think we'd be in really good shape. Score out of 10, I think I'm gonna give this like an 8.7. And now, is it a reasonable expectation to want a technical trail shoe that is just amazing on technical ground, but at the same time is also cushy enough that I can just run in it for 12 hours? No, that's not the most reasonable expectation, because those two things contradict each other. That being said, I still want it, and technology is advancing. So until we get that, we're not getting a 10. But it's a really solid shoe. I like it a lot. Let me know what your favorite running gaiters are, because I'm still very much in the market for a good pair of gaiters. So let me know what works for you. So let me know, one, what socks you're wearing, if you've tried Creepers, if you've tried CEP, what your favorite running socks are. Let me know if you've ever tried Kailas shoes, and if after this you would try Kailas shoes. So drop a comment, hit the like button, and thanks for watching.